comes to 7-month-old Stella, Andrew, you are not.
Andrew just found out his father David was right.
Your son's in a lot of hurt.
When a DNA test proved he is not the father of Shawnee's 7-month-old daughter. What will happen to this family now that the truth is out? Executive producer Paul Fallhaber went to talk with everyone backstage.
Do you know who the father is? You do.
Well, it's a wonderful man.
Does this other man know that he could be the father?
I told him when I got pregnant, then he just disappeared.
He disappeared, so he doesn't want to be the father, as far as you know.
Guys, this happens more often than not. You'll hook up with these young blokes, hook up with a Sheila. She's banging a couple of blokes. She gets pregnant. She latches onto the one that she thinks is going to be the best option in terms of staying. She'll want to have the child to the Chad, the bad boy, and then she'll hang on to the one that seems to be the good boy. In this case, it's backfired on this little bitch.
He hasn't been pursuing him. So maybe, just maybe, if you tell him, and if he wants to sign over his rights, you can raise her as your own daughter. You could do that. That girl loves you. She loves you, I know. I know, and she loves you too. And that's what being a dad is all about. Maury has said this on the show 100 times. You don't have to be a biological father.
Oh, yes, you do, man. Don't listen to that crap. Look, man, if it's not your kid and she's been sleeping around, kick her to the curb and let her find the father of the child. I had a woman like this, actually. Hot too. She was Sky. Sky was her name. And she was looking for the father of a child. She knew who he was. This all happened before I come along. I never met the child. She'd come around and get ran through at my joint. And she'd be looking for the child in a spare time, for the father of the child in a spare time. This is happening to a lot of Sheilas, man. It's not uncommon. You know, they've got 2 or 3 children to different men, and oh, mate, you've got no idea what's going on out there. It's a mess.
A great dad. You don't have to.
I've been there for her. That's my God,
and you will continue doing that, and she will love you, and you will love her.
No,
and you
man.
know what?
She never loved you. She was banging you and banging another bloke at the same time. This is the mentality, guys. We've got to turn to a scripture. Let's get some common sense going on here. Oh, the seeds of good deeds become a tree of life. A wise person wins friends. Okay, let's read that again. The seeds of good deeds become a tree of life. A wise person wins friends. If you're a wise person, you make friends. I've mixed with people, man, and they will just do everything they can to try and make out you're some kind of bad, horrible, wicked person. They're narcs. That's narcissism by nature. When somebody's defaming you and decharacterizing you and trying to assassinate your character and trying to ruin, you know, their mother's relation. I've seen these little mummies boys in action, mate. They're dangerous individuals. They're very dangerous. I'm telling you, I've seen the damage they do to themselves and their mothers. And when they start on me, I just walk away. Usually the mother will follow one way or another and have one foot on both sides of the fence. But you end up pushing them back onto their side of the fence in the end, because that's where they're trying to live a double life, and it doesn't work. It's so ugly, man, when you see these women with their children and it's just completely out of order. It takes all attraction away, and you can try. You can but it won't work. The seeds of good deeds become a tree of life. A wise person wins friends. And the mother just ends up stuck like Alice out of the Brady Bunch with 2 spoilt grown, well, it could be a number. They come and go, they stay and go, but she supports them. And this is what happens to these single mothers. I've seen at least half a dozen of them. And it's rampant. It's just rampant, man. It's really sad. And the mother ends up on her own because no one can tolerate their children's shit. You know, she has to go out and can't go home to her own house because can't take the boyfriend home to her own house because the immature children are running the joint. The children become the parent. She becomes a child. I've seen grown women, 50, 40, 50, 30, 40, 50 years old. The children of the parents are children and the adults the child. Children are running the joint.
Mean anything on a piece of paper. You know, you're going to raise her.
Yeah.
Okay?
This guy ain't going to raise him. This guy's going to leg it because if he gets back there with his father, if he was my kid, I'd be telling him, you get your ass fucking right out of there, man, and find some woman that's worth your fucking trouble.
For no matter what.
Don't go away. We'll be right back after
Raise
this.
somebody else's kid. I'm not being cruel to the kid, but come on, guys. What a mess, guys. What a typical mess. You're on the Project Exclusive YouTube channel with Pro Richard and Reverend Dr. Jason W. Morrison Theologist. Look, guys, we're just trying to get through the messages out there, try and educate ourselves a bit with what's going on. And a lot of it's in the hands of these women. I'm not saying that's all women. If you've got a problem with this, you might want to check yourself. But thank you for joining me, and we'll catch you on the next one.